America, we got to get back to doing what's expected of us as free citizens in this democracy. That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us. Last night, at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, I found myself agreeing with damn near everything Barack Obama said. I found myself agreeing last night at the Democratic National Convention with damn near everything Michelle Obama said. That's a big deal. At least I thought it was a big deal last night as I sat there and listened to Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, that here I am agreeing with everything they had to say. And for those of you watching me, looking at me, listening to me right now, who don't know my history, my political history, let me very succinctly tell you why it's a big fucking deal that Joe Walsh was agreeing with Barack Obama, with what Barack Obama had to say last night. 12 years ago, I would publicly rip the tar off of Barack Obama every single day. 10, 12 years ago, I'm a conservative Tea Party member of Congress. I went after Barack Obama with everything I had every single day. I called Barack Obama some of the worst names you can think of. I went after his policies. I went after who he was. I got over my skis plenty of times and engaged in ugly personal political attacks against Barack Obama. I guess the point I'm trying to make is, as a conservative Tea Party member of Congress and a right-wing radio talker 10, 12 years ago, I opposed Barack Obama with everything I had. And now, 12 years later, I'm at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Barack Obama gets up and delivers a speech, and I'm nodding, and I'm smiling, and I'm applauding, and I'm agreeing with Barack Obama. I mean, again, this context is important, right, for everybody to understand. 10 to 12 years. 10 to 12 years ago, I'm pounding him. Last night, I'm embracing him. If I were with Barack Obama, I'd have given him a big old man hug. I haven't changed politically who I am. I'm still a proud Tea Party conservative. What happened? Well, take a look at what Barack Obama talked about last night as he delivered his speech at the Democratic National Convention. He talked about traditional American values, hard work, sticking by each other. We need to do a better job of taking care of each other, he said. Barack Obama last night said, we're yelling at each other. We're way too divisive. We need to focus on the ties that bind us. Obama wasn't there last night talking about big government policies. Barack Obama last night was talking about freedom. Barack Obama last night was talking about, damn it, how good and decent America is. He had a line in there where he said, we've got to get back to a country where we're looking out for each other. He said we have to have hope in America again. He talked about the values that he learned from Michelle Obama's mother, his mother-in-law, who passed away just a couple months ago, and the values Obama talked about his black mother-in-law, and the values that Barack Obama learned from his white grandmother, who basically raised him. Be honest, tell the truth, be able to take care of yourself, take care of the people around you. Leave this place a better place when you're done. Be productive. Go after the American dream. Treat everybody like you want to be treated. This is what Obama talked about last night. Who would disagree with that? A hopeful, optimistic vision. Again, not policy based, and I understand, I'm smart enough to know that Barack Obama and Joe Walsh generally still disagree on most policy. But Obama stood in front of the country last night and said, well, I'll tell you what he said. And by the way, everybody listening to me right now, Obama, D says Obama was showboating. Come on now, give him a chance. Obama was showboating last night. D, I challenge you, and I challenge everybody watching and listening me right now, still a proud Tea Party conservative right now. You tell me if you disagree with what Barack Obama said here last night at the Democratic Convention. Barack Obama said this: America's central story is a story that says we're all created equal, that everyone deserves a chance, and that even when we don't agree with each other, we can find a way to live with each other. Now, come on, be honest with me. Even you most hardened MAGA supporters, Trump supporters, who disagrees with any word in that sentence Barack Obama delivered last night? Is there anybody that disagrees with that? America's story is a story. We're all created equal. Is there anybody listening to me right now that disagrees with that? We're all created equal. Freedom and equality. We're all equal under the law. The rule of law applies to everybody. Nobody's above the law. Is there anybody listening to me right now that disagrees with that? Is there any, oh, don't tell me that, John. John says Obama mimics Trump. Bullshit. Bullshit. Trump doesn't believe any of this. Obama mimics Trump. Trump doesn't believe Trump doesn't believe in the rule of law. Trump doesn't believe we all must live according to the rule of law. Trump doesn't believe that nobody's above the law. And Donald Trump certainly doesn't believe we're all equal. Stop that nonsense. Everyone deserves a chance. In America, everyone deserves a chance. Notice what Obama said right there. Obama didn't say everyone deserves to be in the same place. Everyone deserves a nice home. Everyone deserves a nice job. Everyone deserves to make $250,000 a year. Everyone deserves the best health care. No. Obama last night said everyone deserves a chance. We should all have an opportunity to succeed. We should all have an opportunity to try to make a life for ourselves. Is there anyone listening to me right now that disagrees that in America, we all deserve a chance? A chance, an opportunity? We're not talking about an equal result. And then Obama said what I just so relate to. Even when we don't agree with each other, we got to find a way. Barack Obama said last night, there's my Barack Obama. We have to find a way. We have to find a way to live with each other. I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at you, MAGA, and I'm looking at you, far left. Even when we don't agree with each other, we have to find a way to live with each other. Barack Obama last night, is there anybody who disagrees with that? Anybody? I mean, I'm getting comments. I'm getting plenty of comments from a lot of Trump supporters. Fuck you, Joe. Obama's mimicking Trump, Joe. There you go again, Joe, traitor, liar, rhino. All Obama did was rip Trump last night, Joe. Fuck you, Joe. Fine, throw that at me, because here on the Social Contract with Joe Walsh, you have a right to be an asshole. I'm going to continue to encourage you to respectfully engage, but you got a right to be an asshole, but I'll fire it right back at you. Is there anybody listening to me right now who disagrees with this statement? Even when we don't agree with each other, we have to find a way to live with each other. Long pause. Anybody disagree with that? Barack Obama last night, and I said this on CNN this morning, MAGA, your favorite network, went on CNN this morning, and I said, damn it, Barack Obama delivered a speech last night that I delivered 12 years ago. Barack Obama delivered a speech last night that I would deliver today. America is great. This is the land of opportunity. We've got to believe in this place. We're imperfect. We got to make it better. We got to believe in this place. We got to stick by each other and look after each other. All of us, not just, again, red versus blue, all of us. And it's going to take hard work. And we're responsible for our lives. And we're responsible for the people around us. And yeah, government plays a role. And we're going to differ. Barack Obama and Joe Walsh will differ a little bit on the role of government in helping all of us. But let's focus on what ties us together. Let's have hope in America. Man, that's the speech. That's the kind of talk that Republicans in my day used to give. America is the land of opportunity. Everybody in this country should have an opportunity. That's what Republicans, that's how Republicans used to speak. Hopeful. And look, let me be clear. Opportunity and responsibility. Yeah. Opportunity and let me be clear. This has been a really difficult 10 to 12 years for me, because I went to Washington to fucking declare war 10 to 12 years ago. And I went to war with everybody who disagreed with me, namely Barack Obama. And I did that because I wanted to win. I did that because I wanted an audience. I wanted my voters. I went after Obama and a lot of people like Obama, meaning other politicians, Republican and Democrat, because I wanted, I take no prisoners. I didn't give a damn if this fucking country stayed together. I had my things that I believed in. I was pissed off about both parties bankrupting our country. Man, I was going to war and I didn't care about the collateral damage. Didn't give a damn. I wanted to win, and I wanted the clicks, and I wanted the votes, and I wanted the praise from my side. 5-6 years ago, I let that go. I don't care about that. I understood, and it just got to me how divisive that is. And I began to care about the collateral damage when I was a divisive political asshole. The collateral damage mattered because the collateral damage meant a divided country, a divided people, meant a people at each other's throats. So what Phil Martin asked me, so why did you change? Obama didn't. Phil, let me answer that question. I did change. I changed because I could no longer live with myself. I could no longer be a divisive political asshole and live with myself, Phil. And I'm not a kid anymore. I'm an old white guy, but I could no longer live with this country on the road to breaking up. I felt like I was helping her on this road toward breaking up. I could never live with that. But Phil, I disagree with your premise I think Obama has changed as well. Barack Obama didn't deliver this speech 10 to 12 years ago. Barack Obama was more partisan 10 to 12 years ago. Barack Obama was never a socialist and never a communist and never any of that bullshit that people like me would say back in the day. But Barack Obama didn't sound like a partisan jerk last night. Yeah, he respectfully went after Trump. He wants Kamala Harris to win, but hard work, self-sufficiency, looking after each other. It's not government's job. It's our job to look after each other. Let's focus on our common American values. That's coming from Barack Obama last night. Phil, what's a jacket? What's divisive about that? Phil, you agree with that? Come on, team. Barack Obama was saying last night. And when Barack Obama said, come on, team, last night, I heard him talk about America. Look, I saw Barack Obama last night kind of open up his arms and try to embrace everybody. My biggest beef with Trump and MAGA is they're not doing this. They're trying to hang on to just their folk. So no, Phil, I disagree with that. Barack Obama has changed as well. I went to bed late last night, very late, got up super early to do a little TV. And it hit me like this. Put Republican and Democrat aside, to the side right now. Barack Obama and Democrats right now, everybody loves Trump. They all talk about it. I bet they have sweet dreams about him. Rocky, not everybody loves Trump. That's okay though, Rocky, but get your head out of that. Last night, I think here's where we are. My final vision last night before I fell asleep. Politics aside, policy aside, the Democrats right now, Kamala Harris, Barack Obama, are clearly presenting a different vision of America than Trump and MAGA are. Clearly. Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, Democrats are trying to appeal to our better angels. Look after each other, the ties that bind us. Let's have hope, joy, and optimism in America. We are better than the ugly divide right now. Kamala Harris, smiling all the way to November, they are appealing to our better angels. People are complicated, guys. You're all going to agree with me. Right, left, no matter who you are politically, as human beings, we're complicated. We got good stuff inside of us, and we got some bad stuff inside of us. We got hope inside of us, and we got fear inside of us. We got joy inside of us, and we got anger inside of us. I guess what I'm saying right now is Democrats are appealing to our better angels. The joy, the hope, the coming together, the we're better than this. The Democrats are appealing to our better angels, and I would argue Trump, J.D. Vance, and MAGA are appealing to our primal fears. Our primal fears. Be afraid. Be afraid of that person who disagrees with you. Be afraid of that person who enters this country illegally. Think about that. You can oppose, as I oppose, anybody coming into this country illegally, but be afraid of that person. There's crime on your street right now. The government is taking every dollar you make right now. The rest of the world's taking advantage of us right now. Trump and MAGA are appealing to our primal fears. And by the way, Kamala Harris and Democrats are appealing to our better angels. And by the way, if you disagree with what I say Trump is doing, Donald Trump was in Michigan yesterday, giving a speech in Michigan yesterday. And he did this. This is what he was doing, baby, coming right at you with a 2x4. Talking about crime, trying to scare you into thinking there's crime happening on every street in America. Donald Trump yesterday in Michigan giving a speech described a victim of a crime, a victim who was dismembered, a horrible, horrific crime. Except Donald Trump walked his audience through the dismemberment. Literally, blow by blow, described what happened to this victim, described the dismemberment. Why do that? That was Trump yesterday. What is that? Why would you do that? Or let me say it like this. The only reason Trump would do that is to scare the fuck out of you. To literally, verbally describe a victim of a horrific crime who was dismembered. And he describes how that dismemberment happened. The only reason you do that is to appeal to the deepest and darkest fears you have. That's the difference, guys. Look, I heard Obama last night, and this is going to be Kamala Harris on Thursday, appealing to our better angels. We're all in this together. Man, we don't have to love each other. We don't have to like each other. We sure as hell have to tolerate each other, and we got to be respectful toward each other. All of this aspect of what I call the social contract, our jobs, but appealing to our better angels up against Republicans and Trump appealing to our primal fears. Now, hey, Phil Martin, Trump is addressing what concerns Americans. Agreed. And you've heard me say this before. Look, and that's where I was going, Phil Martin. Thank you for that comment. Agreed that Trump, look, I've said this before. This is an important point. Better angels versus primal fears. We are living, you've heard me say this, in a populist moment. Average regular Americans are pissed off. Average regular Americans are scared and concerned and angry with how life is changing, with how their lives are changing, with how the country is changing, with how our government is fucked up and changing, with how the whole world is changing. It's a populist moment, and people have good, legit reasons for being pissed off, angry, concerned, and scared. No doubt, Phil. It's a populist moment. So the question is, what's going to work more in November? Americans are angry and scared. Our political system is broken. A lot of righteous anger out there. Here comes Kamala Harris and the Democrats finally recognizing this moment. And I've beaten Democrats. Look, I've beaten Democrats upside the head for the last 4 or 5 years because I am a populist. I got elected appealing to this populism. I understand the populism because I'm a populist. And Democrats have been living in their hoity-toity wealthy suburbs, and they have not recognized or understood this populism, this anger from average regular Americans. I've said that plenty. They're beginning to. And Kamala Harris and Democrats now are appealing to our better angels as a way to get us through this populist angry moment. Donald Trump is doubling and tripling down. He's being a demagogue. He knows you're angry. He knows you're concerned and scared about where life is at right now. And so all Trump's trying to do is scare you even more. He's a demagogue. All Trump's trying to do is divide you even more. And I heard this again from Obama last night. We are, and Obama said it, America is dangerously divided right now. Anybody on the call right now, on this show right now, who disagrees with that? We're dangerously divided. Obama last night said, got to stop. We got to come together. Man. We got to figure out what unites us. We got to figure out what we have in common. We got to lower the temperature. Trump knows we're divided. What's Trump doing? Trying to divide us even more. Fuck the other side. Trying to anger you even more. Trump has no interest in talking to the other side. Obama and Kamala Harris are trying to bring the sides together. Donald Trump believes he can get elected, as all good demagogues believe, by increasing the anger, raising the temperature, increasing the divide, making you more frightened and angry. I don't know what's going to win. I'm hoping that appealing to our better angels will win. In 2016, Trump won appealing to our primal fears. He did. 2020, super close race, right? Neck and neck. We're a divided country. Trump again ran in 2020, appealing to our primal fears, trying to scare the fuck out of you. He almost won. Kamala Harris has gone the other way. Appealing to our better angels. We're better. We're hopeful, optimistic. We can get through this together. Jerry Bishop says you are a fool. Joe Walsh, you are a fool. You know, when you say something like that, Jerry, and feel free to type in another comment, tell me why. Like, I don't mind personal insults, but explain where that insult's coming from. Tell me why you think I'm a fool. Because I'd like to start a conversation, Jerry Bishop, and it's hard to start a conversation if you don't give me a little bit more than that. Let's see, Rocky, thank you. Rocky agrees. Hey, look, we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that appealing to our better angels will work. Obama divided this country in 8 years more than anyone did in a lifetime, says Frank Thurston. You know, when people say that, Frank, thanks, and I used to say that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years ago, that's Thurston, Frank, that's exactly what I said. Obama's a divisive figure. Obama tried to divide the country. I would say that on my radio show, and I would say that when I was in Congress. I was wrong to say that. I'm sorry now for saying that. Here's why. I don't believe Barack Obama set out to try to purposely divide this country. I don't believe that. What's the good in that? How does that help anything? I disagree with Barack Obama on a lot of policy. I think Barack Obama is a really good man. I didn't say that enough 8, 9, 10 years ago. I think he's a good man. I think he's a good American. I think Barack Obama wants what's best for America. Again, 10 to 12 years ago, I said the exact opposite. And I was wrong to say that kind of a thing. 10 to 12 years later, I know that's not right. Barack Obama wants what's best for America. He and I may disagree on how to get it, but he wants what's best. So maybe, Frank, that you believe his policies divided the country. I don't believe he purposely set out to divide the country. Not at all. I believe Donald Trump believes it's in his self-interest to divide this country. So yes, I'll say this. You're a sucker, Dwayne. I'll say this and I'll stand by it. So let me piss you off to the high moon, baby. Let me piss you off to the high heavens, my friends. Respectfully, I'll do it respectfully. I believe Barack Obama loves America. And deep down, I always have. I disagree with him on plenty. I believe Barack Obama loves America. I do not believe Donald Trump loves America. I believe every single one of Donald Trump's supporters love America. Oh, I believe Trump's supporters love America. I believe Trump's supporters believe in America. I believe Trump's supporters want what's best for America. I don't think Donald Trump is capable, humanly capable, of loving anyone but himself. So no, I don't believe Trump loves America. I don't. And I believe, because Trump only cares about himself, he believes, wrongly I hope, that the way for him to win, because that's all he cares about, because he only cares about himself, so all he cares about is him winning in November. He believes the more he can divide the country, the better his odds of winning. I hope we can prove him wrong. And you're a pathological liar, says Dwayne. Again, here's the beautiful thing, and I'm glad you're listening, Dwayne. God bless you. If you want to accuse me of something, just give me one freaking example. That's all. Just give me one. Just give me one. And we start a dialogue. Joe, you're a freaking liar, and here's one lie you just said. That'll help jumpstart a conversation. Hey, everybody, God bless you all. Thank you for listening. Couple of housekeeping things. Same time every day on every single platform, you can watch this show. We then post the whole show on every platform on social media, so you can watch a recording of it, and then we'll post certain clips throughout the day. Tell all your friends, tell everybody you know about this interesting daily show, and follow me wherever you can follow me. Follow me on every platform. Go to my YouTube channel, Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Social Contract with Joe Walsh. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Doesn't cost you a damn thing. Just subscribe. Thanks for listening. I'm in Chicago at the Democratic National Convention. Crazy, huh? I'll have more to say tomorrow. Have a beautiful, blessed day, everybody. As always, God love you all. And no matter who you are politically, be brave today. Be brave. Keith, we're out.
Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract with Joe Walsh.